Fortnite has received a lot of updates over the year. However, whenever it comes to brand new game modes being added to the game, as we saw very recently with us getting Fortnite Festival, Lego Fortnite, and Rocket Racing all back to back, they tend to leave some little files here and there that we weren't supposed to actually see until very far in the near future, including things that we don't even have meshes or textures or even a single folder about as of yet that just get referenced in the gameplay tags, which is why in today's YouTube video, I will not only be showing you some video footage of some upcoming weapons in the Lego Fortnite mode, but we will also be talking about some other things that will be coming to the mode in the near future, such as new relics which relate to in real life Lego collaborations with actual Lego structures. So as we go over here, you can see my official Twitter account where we talk a lot about these upcoming things. Now, not all of them have actual images and stuff in the files as of yet, but we do have a lot of information to talk about. Firstly, we have this Lego Titan Nightmare Shark ship, which you can see right here. This is one of the things they actually advertise the mode with, and even though it's mentioned in this list, according to FN Assist, you can actually already find it in-game, naturally generated as an encounter near like the shore biomes. And as you can see, it's a little bit of like a broken ship or whatever else, but we have seen some leaks here and there regarding it actually being another random encounter where you'll be able to shoot these little targets with an actual cannon in order to get some bonus goal actually completed. So even though we have this crash version right here, it does appear like we will be getting another version of this ship in the very near future. On top of that, we have the Lego Galaxy Explorer set, which is supposed to be a random encounter slash relic added in the near future, which is very interesting because it has a space theme going on for it, right? You have the astronaut minifigures and all that type of stuff, you have the Land Rover, and you have an actual Galaxy Explorer ship or whatnot going on. But this is something that isn't even in the files in terms of meshes, icons, or anything. It just has references throughout certain other files, meaning that, hey, even if it doesn't exist right now and they can't just hotfix enable it, it is something being worked on in the back end. And I mean, imagine if we got an update to Lego Fortnite where we could literally visit the moon or something, or turn these into actual vehicles you could pilot around and fly with. I think it would definitely be very nice, especially having like a Land Rover, so you have the option of either creating your own build, creating your own drivable vehicle, or you could use a preset vehicle like the Land Rover kind of thing down here and use that to actually get around. But other than that, we have some prop themes which are either original Fortnite things or kind of just themes around a specific thing, such as we have, for example, original Fortnite stuff being a barn themed around Sky, which is an actual character in the game. If you guys know who Sky is, part of the Fortnite storyline and everything. We have the old clock tower for Tilted Towers. For some reason it's only the clock tower, but it is something they're working on. We have the motel. I assume this is most likely related to the actual motels that we've seen in Fortnite before, but of course it could just be a standalone motel. And then in terms of other standalone stuff, we have a rustic abandoned version of the cabin, which we already have like this normal abandoned cabin, but we haven't gotten this rustic version of it in the game yet. We have a graveyard and a factory. Now in terms of some things, we have an image right here of one of the gravestones that would be at the graveyard. All of them have a little minifigure on the actual gravestone design. Some of them have a little hole in the middle of the gravestone, but there's a lot of different variants, around like 7 to 8 different variants of these gravestones, and it could definitely add on to what you're able to build in Lego Fortnite. And then as we go over here, we can see one of the street signs, which I assume would be for the whole entire motel theme they've got going on. It is very interesting to see how we have a lot of these different bricks and designs already in the files, but we don't have the knowledge bundles, which is what they're called in the files as of now, in order to get the building blueprints to use these in-game as of yet. So we don't actually know how we'll be able to obtain this, but it most likely will either be through, game actual progression or through us actually buying them in the item shop, as Epic Games does plan to sell building sets in the near future for you to actually purchase for Lego Fortnite. Over here as well, we have a video from Not Grammy Norma and Paradise FN Season 5, which showcases the following weapons: the Rift Sword, the Iron Axe, the Titanium Shovel, and Titanium Pickaxe. Now as you can see right here, the quality isn't the best because it's being shared on Twitter, of course, but these are unfinished versions of things. And the Rift Swords and all the Rift themed weapons have this little special Rift Shard effect going on, because in the future they do plan to actually make it so that these Rift Shard weapons or whatever else have their own biome and a lot of crazy stuff going on for it, which will be very cool to actually see in the game. But you can see it does demolish a lot of structures very, very quickly, and it is a effective thing to actually use. Now, of course, it isn't finishedized, in terms of like design or whatever else, but it does show that at least when it comes to axes, we do plan to have a set of titanium tools to use in the game, being a titanium axe, or I guess an iron axe sometimes it's called in the files as well, a titanium pickaxe, and a titanium shovel you'll be able to use. And I mean, as you can see right here, the titanium shovel gives you like 5 soil per times it digs up, which is a very nice thing to see. But if they go ahead and spawn in a frost brute over here, we can see the rift sword not only glows at night, not only has a special effect, but does around 13 damage per hit. Now keep in mind, this could change before it officially releases because it is a unreleased weapon in the game, and things can obviously change, especially when they didn't intend for us to use it as of yet. Now, as you can see, especially with the frost brute, it still does take quite a while to actually eliminate this guy because he's got a lot of damage. I don't even think he actually gets eliminated in this footage. Yeah, he doesn't. He actually gets killed, but it is interesting to see how they've been working on those weapons, and it's not the only set of things they're working on, because specifically talking about the rift tier of items, we have a rift sword, a rift hammer, and a rift recursive crossbow that they're working on, which in the files is called a dark wood crossbow. This could mean we either get, you know, a lot of rift themed things, or they get reverted and, you know, shifted around to be a dark wood themed thing. We really don't know how they're actually going to implement these in the games, but all of them already exist in the files, and as you can see right here, they all have this shiny little blue effect going on, and when you're holding them, they actually have some rift shard effect going on as well, and they are the legendary tier of weapons. So most likely this is the highest rarity of weapons we will see added to the LEGO Fortnite mode, but it is nice to see how they're not only working on rift tier of stuff, but also a titanium / iron tier of stuff for us to use in game as well. And I only hope as time goes on and as they continue to evolve that mode, we continue getting more and more craziness in LEGO Fortnite, not even just, you know, new weapons or whatever, but I want to see some of these builds in the game, right? I think that if you find the Titan Nightmare Shark ship or whatever in the game, or the Galaxy Explorer ship in the game, I think you should just be allowed to get the building blueprints by hitting it or something and craft it on your own in your own island or whatever else, because I mean, like, in terms of what we have currently available, I know this is in the game, right? As we saw by the image by FNAssist right here, it's in the game, but how cool would it be if you could actually build this, or take little parts and pieces from it and build it onto your normal houses or whatnot? Imagine having a giant flying ship or whatever else, using thrusters, balloons, all that type of stuff, in order to turn this into a vehicle you travel around with. With that said, however, let me know what you champs and chambettes think about today's YouTube video. I know it wasn't as much gameplay or whatever else. I mean, if we actually hide this screen share right here, you can see that I've been sitting in the lobby this entire time, but I did want to try and see how it would actually work if I went ahead and did some live commentary, in the sense where we kind of just shifted through all the different things live, so it feels a little bit more edited while also just being me talking about the new leaks here and there. If you like it, maybe I'll do some more videos in this format, but until next time, I hope champs and chambettes enjoyed today's video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch y'all next time with another upload. Peace out.